Welcome back, Nick.
Always fun.
So on the menu for you is an elaborate baked potato.
It is baked potato. The idea came from lobster thermidor, which is the lobster flesh chopped up, put back in the shell.
Yeah.
And while we're talking, do you mind doing?
I can do that.
Part of the joy of coming and sat in the kitchen for me, James, is watching you do all the messy jobs. Well, I get to do the nice bits.
I'm going to put this on because it's.
Nice shirt. Yes, you wouldn't.
I'm going to get caked.
It's because they can be quite messy when we do it.
So lobster. This is obviously West Coast, East Coast.
Scottish lobster.
It's brilliant all the way up there, though.
Yeah, all right. Even up in the north, you get lobsters.
Yeah.
We do have the best lobsters in the world. The sauce, very simple. A little bit of.
It's still alive.
It's very dead.
There you go.
I can assure you. Very simple sauce. So double cream.
Yeah.
A little bit of mustard, and the mustard helps to thicken the cream up. A little bit of lemon juice, that thickens the cream as well. And then a couple of egg yolks to make sort of like a liaison.
Yeah.
In there.
Because thermidor would be with a bit of mushrooms, bit of mushrooms, brandy.
Yeah, all the sort of traditional things.
Yeah.
So this is a kind of cheats version. It's kind of, you know, we did this. Paul Rankin and I did a telly series this summer. It hasn't gone out yet.
Right.
And we did it on that, and he was been a bit, you know, baked potato with lobster. You know, that's not very adventurous, not very clever.
Yeah.
But actually, it's one of these things that just eats really, really well. So, mustard, cream, bit of lemon zest.
But when you think of lobsters, people think they're quite expensive. But you know, if you pick the season, certainly if you get them in the right place,
yeah,
they're inexpensive. I was up in Cumbria, and these were sort of at £5 for.
Really, I mean that's fantastic value.
Yeah.
The supermarket, some of the supermarkets sell frozen lobsters in a big sort of tube of kind of seawater. They're about £5 as well. But you could use crab meat, or you could use king prawns.
Yeah.
You know, you can ring the changes. Plenty of lemon juice, about the juice of half a lemon or so in here. And we're going to serve it with a little salad, a sort of crunchy little cucumber, tomato, herby salad with some.
Now tell us about the cook schools then, because last time you were here, they were expanding.
Yeah. Well, we have secured a second site up in Aberdeen.
Right.
And the Aberdonians, they love their food up there. I mean, they've got fantastic produce. And also, Aberdeen is still kind of booming, you know. That whole oil thing has just sort of kept that as a really sort of buoyant economy. So hopefully, that's good.
But food to choose from, you have got one of the best food larders in the world, haven't you?
Yeah, well, you've got the stuff from the sea, you've got the stuff from the hills, you've got the stuff from the rivers, and of course, great agriculture up there as well.
Yeah.
So very much looking forward to Aberdeen opening up in April. Yeah. That's sort of keeping the wool from the door at the moment. A little bit of parmesan in here.
Now, run us through that sauce again. So you've got
double cream, mustard, lemon zest, lemon juice, parmesan. All nice things to eat.
And you put the egg yolks in at the end, just taking it off the heat.
Yeah, just take it off the heat. Otherwise, they scramble a little bit.
Yeah.
So it sort of thickens up really nicely. And then we just need the diced lobster flesh to go in there. Baked potatoes.
The easiest way to get the meat out of basically the joints here is using a little lobster pick, but like you can use a little spoon, can't you, really?
Well, the handle of a teaspoon is what I tend to use, because I haven't got a posh lobster pick like you have. Now, James, we're going to have some guest chefs up at the Cook School over next year. Yeah. We did a little poll to see who all our customers wanted. Guess who was top of the list?
Go on.
You.
Eh?
I don't know, something went wrong, I think. We were all pressing the wrong buttons, but...
Yeah.
So you're going to come up to Scotland again?
You've said this because we didn't do this in your house. We had a question out of that. Yes, I'll be there. Yeah.
Well, you liked it up, didn't you?
I did. I thought it was amazing. And you know, what was amazing when you took us out mushroom picking.
That was just an amazing day.
You went on that little boat that you've got. It's brilliant. Fantastic.
Right, how's the lobster flesh coming on?
It's nearly there.
Okay, well, that can go in there. I'll start on the salad while you're doing that.
There you go.
Do you get up to Scotland much? You were at the Good Food Show, weren't you?
Yes, I do that. But the Cumbria was where I went the other day, and I was just amazed at, you know, obviously it's just over the water from Northern Ireland. You've got that bank of ocean. Yeah. We're talking about lobsters. It's just, I mean, one of the most rich seafood areas in the world, isn't it, really, in terms of shellfish and
Scotland,
stuff like that.
Biggest producer of langoustine in the world, best lobsters in the world. You know, the fish in Scotland is amazing. Peterhead's the biggest fish market in Britain. Yeah. You're spoiled for choice.
There you go.
So lobster flesh, and then just give that a bit of a stir around, and then we just pile it into the potato skins, a little bit of cheese on top. If you wouldn't mind, grate a bit of parmesan on.
Now the potatoes that you use there, they're
Oh, these are red roosters, so they're a nice sort of floury potato. Grown in Scotland, a Scottish potato, Irish variety, sadly, but grown in Scotland. I mean, what's not to like about this? You know, cream, eggs, cheese, lobster, baked potato.
Liking it so far?
Yeah, it looks lovely, doesn't it? Yeah.
You got the leg there, maybe just pop that on top if you can balance one.
Yeah, that's a bit of that.
Nice bit, lovely.
I'll leave you to finish off the salad and I'll grate this over and put it under the grill. Yeah?
So salad, bit of cucumber, a little bit of tomato and some parsley, a little bit of olive oil and lemon juice as well. So you're going to ask me how the restaurant's doing?
I wasn't going to, but no, I was going to grate this cheese, but how's the restaurant going?
Well, yeah, it's going well. With the Kailyard that we run in the Dunblane Hydro, we're just doing another 3 years for Hilton there. So looking forward to some really good food from that, from that amazing larder that you were talking about that we have in Scotland.
Yeah. Right.
So
now you can keep these shells as well, can't you? Because they do great soups. I've said about the soups on the show using.
Totally agree with you.
I mean, you mentioned langoustines, and it's one of the things that we should be eating more of, I think, because we used to use them for scampi, but we export so much of them.
95% of all the stuff that we get gets exported. And you know, how can somebody in Europe enjoy a langoustine better than we can? Because we get it on a doorstep the day it comes out of the ocean.
Talk to us about Europe at the moment.
Anyway,
remember, you'd like to ask questions of the show. They call this number. That's 0716 41 41 41. Calls cost 10p a minute from BT Landline. Mobiles and other networks may vary. And if you just put your questions to us live a little later on. And don't forget, you find Nick's recipe along with all the other studio recipes from today's show at bbc.co.uk/Saturday Kitchen. Right, explain to us what we've got in this salad then.
So, just a nice sort of crunchy, sort of fresh salad, because the lobster's very rich with all that cream and cheese and lobster meat. So, some tomatoes, some red onion, a little bit of cucumber, peeled, de-seeded and chopped the cucumber, some fresh herbs, a little bit of parsley, some olive oil, a bit of lemon juice, and just pile that in the centre of the plate. And then the lobster, which should be gratinated under the grill as we speak, and be golden and bubbly and luscious.
Not quite ready yet. But this is a
dish. They call it kachumber.
Kachumber?
Yeah, kachumber.
What's this?
It's a rough chop, rough chop salad, you know. Just
true story. When I was talking to Saturday Kitchen about what I was going to do, I said, I made this amazing turkey curry the other day. And I said, can I do it with flatbreads? And he said, do you know who's coming on the show?
Maybe not.
Maybe lobster.
Maybe lobster for me. So what's this called in Indian?
Kachumber.
Kachumber.
It's a rough chop, yeah.
You've kind of invented all this stuff before we do it here, haven't you? How old is Indian cooking?
As old as India, probably.
Hundreds of years old.
Yeah. Right.
Right. So, one of us has to pick this up with asbestos fingers.
There you go.
Sit it on there. Fantastic.
Looks good to me. So remind us what that is again?
That's a little lobster baked potato with a
Kachumber.
Kachumber salad. There we go.
Easy as that.
Easy as that, mate.
Looks delicious. Kind of a twist on a little thermidor that we're saying. The same flavours in there. There you go. First dish, breakfast. There you go.
Yes. What do I do? Try it a bit.
Do you like lobster?
I love lobster, yeah. But, I mean, it's so expensive, isn't it? Unless you go to Iceland.
Can be, yeah, if you can find it.
Yes.
You mean the country or the...
I wouldn't know what to do with it. I mean, when I was a kid, I had a job in a pub.
Right.
And they did used to do lobster thermidor, but my job was to take the cling film off it.
That looks fantastic, Nick. Really good.
It's good, isn't it? Yeah.
Was I supposed to eat that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Should I pass it down?
And the great thing about that, you can do that for Christmas, nice little...
Yep. I mean, you can make them up in advance, let them go cold, and then put them through the oven. Yeah. Just really hot oven for about 5 or 6 minutes.
Brilliant. There you go. Right, we need some wine to go with this. We sent our wine expert, Tim Atkin, to Lincolnshire this week, so what did he choose to go with? Nick's Splendid Spud.
I've just been for a tour of Lincoln Castle, but I'm heading downhill to find some great wines for this week's dishes. I tell you what, Nick, this is the poshest baked potato I've ever heard of, and I'm determined to do it justice. Now, lobster's quite a delicate flavour, so I don't want something that's too oaky or overpowering. I've got a couple of suggestions. One could be something like this Falangina from Naples, but the wine I've chosen works even better with this dish. In fact, it's lobster heaven. It's the 2010 Nick Nairn Hotel Vieille Vigne Bourgogne Chardonnay. Some people think that Chardonnay is a bit passé, but there's Chardonnay and there's Chardonnay, and at the price, this is close to the top of the tree. It's made by one of the most exciting young names in Burgundy, Nick Nairn Hotel, from old vines, that's Vieille Vigne, which give the wine extra concentration in the absence of any oak. On the nose, this is restrained and slightly nutty, with a hint of lemon zest and just a touch of buttery creaminess behind it. On the palate, this wine works beautifully with the dish for three reasons. First of all, it's delicate enough not to overwhelm the lobster. It's got enough texture there to work really nicely with the cream, the potato and the cheese. And thirdly, the acidity in the wine keeps the wine alive on the palate and partners the cherry tomatoes in the salad. Nick, I reckon this is one of the best white burgundies I've ever had at the price. You've got to love it.